I'm going to talk about Patricia Jagganauth. Jaggernauth. My bad. Okay, that's a Trini last name from what I'm hearing. Salute to Patricia Jaggernauth. She has left CP24. For all the people who are local out here in Toronto, y'all know, you know what I mean? A lot of people tap into CP24, especially, you know, in the weather reports, seeing a person of color, a woman of color on the news, you know what I'm saying, representing for us. It helps also that she's a baddie. So, you know, she's been there for, I don't know, for as long as I remember watching that channel. She's been on the channel. So, you know, let's get into it now. She left the channel, or she left the network, the Bell Media Network, probably about 3-4 days ago now, from when I'm recording this. And I was shocked, but not shocked. Okay. She's saying there's a few different things of reasons why she left: discrimination, harassment, a few different things. I'm gonna pull up an article so we could definitely get more in depth into it. And I've been trying to reach out to her as well to see if we can get her in for an interview and, you know, get her thoughts on what's going on. I'm sure she's now more able to do interviews, and I have seen her in the past on road. Okay, over at the Old Visionary Art Center, that was right there near Much Music. Okay, and I used to see Patricia Jaggernauth jumping out the car sometimes, or just walking into the building. You know, one time I hollered at her like, "Yo, when can we get you on the show?" To be honest, she had no idea who the fuck we were, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? For the people who are in the comments right here, comment gang strong. They're trying to, they're like, what am I talking? I'm talking about Patricia Jaggernauth, weather woman or weather specialist over at CP24. She has left the network due to discrimination and a few other things. And this is not the first time that's been going on over there. So for the people who are in the audience here, and I want to give you guys a big shout out to Blue Feather J, big shout out to Old John Crow, big shout out to Mitch, Down to Earth Podcast in the building, Big Bod, you know what I'm saying? Big up yourself, brother. You know what I'm saying? Also Stoner Simpson, love that name. John Money, everybody there, you know what I'm saying? Garfield. But for any of y'all who are from here, from Toronto, y'all know about CP24. Y'all see the channel. I think if you're an avid watcher of the channel, if you could see that channel more than 5 times in 1 week, you'll notice a pattern that happens on the channel. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the man-dem watch CP24, and we know why. There's bare baddies on the channel. Okay? Let's just be straight up and real about it. All right, the newscaster ladies that they be having up there, and an array of different races that they have there. You know what I'm saying? They used to have the girl there. I forget her name, but the half Filipino, half black girl who just left because she got pregnant, but she never came back. You know what I'm saying? What was her name? Kaylee Williams. Right? Y'all remember her? She was on the show for a while, on the network for a while, on the streets, doing her thing. And that's the thing too. Let me emphasize that. When they're on the streets, that means they're reporters on road, but they're not anchormen or anchor women. Okay? That's a big deal now when you get to be at the counter, in the office, being the anchorman, reporting the news right off the teleprompter, sending it to the weather person, sending it to the traffic person. You're the one driving the car for whatever time of your shift when you're the anchor person. So not everybody gets to become an anchor person. Okay? They got a black guy over there right now, Bakari Savage. All right? When I first seen him pop up on the scene, they had him up on the streets, you know, reporting live, doing this thing at wherever that they send him. He earned his keep, I guess, to be at the counter. And I don't know, he came from other news platforms in the United States and stuff like that. And I'm sure at one point he was already an anchor. So when he came here to Canada, to Toronto, start working for CP24 and Bell Media, he was probably like, listen, fam, you ain't gonna have me running all over the damn city just because, you know, somebody got shot on the corner of Jane and something. Send him up there. Oh, there's a Halloween party. Send him over there. Nah, I'm an anchor man. So you're gonna see me behind this counter, right? So I'm sure this wasn't something that it was just an easy gift to him. As a black man, he probably had to fight a little bit harder for that. Okay? But bringing it back to the women, I feel like they've had a protocol over there at CP24 where if you're not bad enough, you can't get the job. Okay? They got a few old foots over there that's been holding on to their job for a long time, and salute to them. Okay? But I'm sure that they deal with a lot of ageism at the same time. But let me pull up an article here. I know I was looking at an article via CBC News, and obviously CP24 is not going to do a report on one of their own people leaving and now crying discrimination and harassment and stuff, right? They'll report on everything else, obviously, or almost everything else, but they're not going to report on that kind of drama. You know what I'm saying? So salute to CBC for picking up that story, and letting Patricia tell her story. So let's see. And I'll pull it up on the screen so that we can all look at it together. Comment Gang Strong. Make sure to hit that like. You know what I'm saying? Likes are free. They help the algorithms. You know what I'm saying? And you know them algorithms. We gotta get them algorithms working for us. Toronto, Canada. Demand them. All right. Talk for me. Okay. So let's see here. CP24 personality alleges systemic patterns of discrimination and human rights claims against Bell Media. Bum, bum, bum. So let's see what's going on in here. Holy, I'm going to have to make this screen way bigger. You know what? I'm going to pull it up over here. And I'll read it off my phone because Jesus Christ. Think too far. And big up to CBC on this once again. Patricia Jagganauth. Okay, so let's go through this. A well-known Toronto television personality has filed a human rights complaint against Bell Media alleging systemic patterns of racism, sexism, and discrimination, adding that during her 11 years in the company, she was treated like a token and a commodity. In a complaint filed, and I'll scroll this a little bit more for you guys over here on the screen. Look at Patricia. Look how they doing her, fam. Whoa. Hold on. What's that? I'd like to say Friday is washed, but nah, fam. You need a shower. Okay. Anyways. In a complaint filed with the Canadian Human Rights Commission on Wednesday, Patricia Jaggernauth, a weather specialist, remote reporter, and co-host of Bell-owned news channel CP24, described being repeatedly passed over for promotions and earning less than a living wage. Wow, less than a living wage? That's crazy. Jaggernauth says she watched as white colleagues, often newer ones, made it higher up on the corporate ladder while she wasn't even offered a contract. Something she attributed to the fact that she is a racialized woman. Part Guyanese and part Jamaican, Jaggernauth claims she was denied full-time stable employment and was instead forced to work weeks straight without a day off. An experience she says landed her in hospital with pneumonia because she felt she had no choice but to put work ahead of her health. I almost died doing what I love because a freelancer can't say no. Yo, Castro. Chill, bro. Grow up. You know, in school they were probably killing her in school. With, you know what I'm saying? In school, we get creative with them names, but I digress. Okay, in an email to CBC News, Bell Media spokesman said, "We do not comment on matters involving current or former staff members, but can confirm that Bell Media takes allegations of any potential discrimination very seriously, and are committed to safe, inclusive, and respectful work and a respectful work environment where employees can thrive. If a matter is brought to our attention where an employee did not feel adequately supported, a process is triggered to review and address when required." In an exclusive interview with CBC News, Jagganauth broke her silence about her time at Bell. At first, she said landing a job felt like a dream. Okay, a girl living in the metro housing that got out. I'm one of the one that supported that was supposed to succeed. That was never supposed to succeed. My bad. She said, and I knew that I loved people and I loved community. I loved conversation, and where I was working provided that, but not ever a contractual basis. Always as a fill-in. So wait a minute. Are you telling me that this whole time that we were watching CP24? And we're seeing Patricia Jagganauth doing the weather, she was a freelancer? That's crazy. Hold on. Let me scroll through here a little bit more so you guys can follow along with me. That's a mod thing. Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me find some good shit here. This past summer, management moved to limit that ability, blocking her from performing any paid activities outside of the company without management approval. According to her formal complaint, the rules was originally created in 2019 when Bell employees unionized and was never enforced until this year, she says. So she was trying to get some jobs on the outside. They were like, Matumbo, you can only work for us. Come back here, slave. I'm just gonna go up a little bit further before this. What says Jaggernauth says she was guaranteed just 2 days off of work each week. Okay, 2 days off, and called at random to fill in for hosts who were off on sick days and away, with no certainty of what her weeks would look like. She says she relied on the ability to take her other jobs and supplement her income. Okay, let me scroll down a little bit more. Long days, short turnarounds led to breakdowns, complaints. Jagganauth complaints comes at the heels of Bell Media's recent dismissal of celebrated chief anchor Lisa Laflamme, who said she was blindsided when the company ended her contract at the CTV National after more than 30 years as a part of a business decision. The move caused an uproar, and in the days that followed, CTV News executives Michael Mellings went on to leave the company. Okay, y'all catch that too? Okay, when Lisa Laflamme, French lady from Montreal, she got the wild hair. You've been doing it, like they said in the article, 30 years. One day she goes to the office. Everything's just probably packed up on her desk. Get out. Not even packed up on the desk, outside of the office. Like, you can't come in here. Your card don't work no more. Your laminate don't work no more. It's like, boop, boop, boop. What the fuck's going on? Oh, you're fired, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So they did that to Lisa Laflamme, and she white. So, you know, they give less of a fuck about Patricia Jaggernauth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to stay on this live for too long, too, because I want to also let y'all know that Keep Six Solid is going to be doing a clubhouse probably around 9 o'clock. And I want to tap into that. The complaints say that the treatment Jaggernauth faced led her to suffer a breakdown during the most recent Bell Let's Talk Day while live on the air. What? You're telling me she was doing Bell Let's Talk and she had a breakdown? Where was I? Okay, live on the air. In the segment later posted to YouTube by CP24, 5 hosts open up about their mental health. The last host to share was Jaggernauth, who speaks candidly about her personal and professional struggles, including the tolls of working weekends for 11 years. I'm going to cry. Oh my God, she says in the segment, tearing up. In the industry, I found that you get to be in the bright lights, you know, here in this amazing career, and people think that you're a multimillionaire. You're so lucky. But I want to put, but do you want to put on my shoes, guys, or put my shoes on, guys? Because you know what she's saying here. My bad. I'm like totally jumbling up the damn fucking what Shorty's saying here. And I guess this is her having the breakdown. You be seeing these people on CP24, and you probably think that they're rich. You know what I'm saying? But from this article here, one, she was still a freelancer, so she didn't even work for the company. 11 years, she's just over there just being a freelancer. So at any given time, they could just be like, yo, we don't need you anymore. Deuces. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you probably can get the same money working at a telemarketing job. When you really think about it, like we can go do some research. Let's do CP24, or let's say Bell Media, Anchor. Let's see, Anchorman Pay or Anchor Pay. I don't think they say Anchorman anymore. I think it's like we're all PC now. Okay, so I'm pulling up an article here. Salary of a news anchor. So news anchor salaries in Canada, $47,980. Are you fucking serious? I used to work for Shoppers Drug Mart head office. I've revealed this now publicly. You know what I mean? That's the corporate office that I used to work for. Okay? One of the biggest companies in Canada. Okay? Everybody knows Shoppers Drug Mart is everywhere. I was getting paid more than that. I'm sorry. Like a few G's more than that. And, you know, people aren't stopping me on road every day. You know, your face is not out there like that. And you're getting paid. Fam, that's just over there at the fucking working for a customer service department. There's other people in the building getting way more than what I was getting paid in there. And you're telling me this is what this can't be true. This can't be true. Look, there's some other ones in here. News reporter. Okay. 124. I ain't mad at that. I could live with that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Stoner Simpson said, I make more than that bud tending. Right? Right? What the fuck? It's a mad thing. Rogers Communication. Okay, here we go. 30K to 61K for a news anchor. All right. Okay. Choir or chorus entertainment. You can get that 42K to 79K working for them. Yo, where they at? Right? Yo, listen, I know that we're the hip hop podcast or the hip hop network, whatever, but like, this shit is interesting to me, fam. Once I seen, like, I watch a lot of CP24. I don't know, maybe I'm obsessed. Maybe I'm a dirtbag. I don't know what it is, fam. but I watch that channel enough. Okay? And I seen shorties come and go. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Gonez. I seen man them come and go. Y'all remember Brandon Gonez? He had an interview with us over at the We Love Hip Hop Network. Now he has his own YouTube channel. He's doing well on his YouTube channel. He interviewed Justin Trudeau and a whole bunch of people. Okay? But I do remember when we had our interview, he expressed a few things, and he was still working for the company at the time, so we had to tread lightly. Okay? But he expressed a few things in that interview. And he did say that sometimes they have stories that he wanted to cover that, you know, that he thought was important to him and our culture. And they were like, nah, go cover this Halloween. Go to this pumpkin patch and go cover this Halloween shit. Go to this public pool and go friggin' act like a fool for a second and report on that. Don't worry about that, you know, black bullshit you want to go do reports on. Go get your own shit if you want to do that. Actually, you can't because you work for us. You're under contract. That's what's happening with Patricia. She can't, as of 2019, shorty couldn't even go get no other jobs. You know what I'm saying? So not only are you underpaying me and overworking me, and probably telling her like, oh, you're looking a little bit older today, shorty. Hey, Patricia. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you're putting on a little bit of weight. Keeping her hella insecure, so she got to stay on point because there's a new hottie that's waiting, just waiting to scoop her job the fuck up. And they're waiting to replace her. They can't wait. Oh, is that a wrinkle? Get her out of here. Come on, fam. Stop me when I'm lying. They want only the prettiest and the glowingest of skin in front of that camera right now. Okay? They look at the ratings. They're like, oh, when we put this shorty to be the anchor, we notice that people stay on the channel longer. Use her more. And we ain't going to act like Patricia wasn't killing in the weather special. Shorty was doing the weather. I'm like, fam, like, what is the actual weather, fam? Like, you just dropping all kind of bars and jokes and shit, making this shit hella entertaining. I almost forgot what the damn weather was. But that's because she's doing a good job. Like, obviously, I know what the weather is after her report, but she makes it she made it, because she don't work there no more. She made it way more entertaining than them other motherfuckers. Come on, man. John Crow, what are you saying to me right now, fam? You're saying, bro, John Crow 416 says, bro, other than Patricia and the other Williams girl, Kayla Williams, okay? There are no hotties over there. Tough crowd. Holy. Jesus Christ. This man's standards are like over here, bro. You're saying there's no hotties over there at CP24? That's a mud thing. Even my girl says there's a hottie over there. There's a new Somali girl that's working over there. Okay, eating the bede. Right? Watch my stalker ass. I know all of the names of all of the different reporters. You know what I'm saying? I'm there watching the shit with my girl. She's like, oh, she's pretty. All right. So they got so much baddies over there that even girls are like, damn, who's that? Who's that on the TV? There's a method to their madness. They're not going to hire you if you're just good at your job. You better look good. You better take your ass to the gym if you want a job over there at CP24. The fuck? Abdul, I don't know why did they cut your comment, bro? Yo, YouTube, you gotta chill, fam. You gotta let my comment gang live, fam. Holy. You even catch 22. Is sexy a bad word? Oh, maybe they don't like the word sexy. Abdul said the Somali girl sexy still. Still. That's facts. Right? Catch 22 says, Pooja's sexy. I don't know what's up with YouTube, fam. They're hating. Pooja Honda? Come on, fam. And they had more. Okay, they got a new shorty over there, Lindsay Biscaya. Okay? When she walked into the office, they were like, hired. But I didn't even get to do my my interview yet. You're hired. You start Monday. Make sure to wear nice. I'm just playing. They're not that. It's not the casting couch over there. CP24. And y'all niggas know CP24 because the comment gang, y'all going crazy. Man said Jennifer Shung. You love the Asian persuasion, eh? Jennifer Shung, she's on her MILF tip. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't playing. They know what they're doing. And they cater to the women too. You know what I'm saying? They got the cop guy there, Steve, comment gang, help me out there, man. What's his name now? The cop guy who always mentions, in my years when I used to be on the police force, like, nigga, we know, bro, you used to be a cop. Holy fuck, bro. Not Cam Woolley. Yo! Don't kill me. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. I'm making me sweat, man. Steve Ryan. Thank you. Steve Ryan. Yo. That nigga right there. Yo. Abdul, of course he's a rat. He's a fucking ex-cop. That's his job. His job is to rat. You know what I'm saying? He's a professional rat. He's a rat herder. He herds the rats. He finds more rats to rat more. You know what I'm saying? But that motherfucker right there, he be trying to spike his hair up and shit like that. You know they be trying to get the female demographic. You know what I'm saying? Bogerton said it's crazy how much of us watch CP24 hard. This is why I'm bringing it up. I know my people, fam. I know the audience. Comment gang strong. You know what I'm saying? We're here in Toronto. If you live in Toronto and you ain't seen CP24, even in your own house, you might not have cable. You might just watch just bare internet, okay? But if you go to the store, you're waiting in a fucking office somewhere, you look up at the TV, that's what's running. And if you don't see a baddie, you'd be like, what the fuck, I'm watching this. I'm going back on my phone. Right? Come on, fam. They know what they're doing. My flavor vision ain't blurry. Salute to Patricia Jagganauth, yo. You know what I'm saying? I want to get you in for an interview. Yeah, let's do an interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not a stranger to interviewing media personalities. You know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned, we interviewed Brandon Gonez, 1 hour interview, I think even longer. And we got a great conversation going on, as well as George Strombo, the legend George Strombo. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had an interview with him. That was, to me, a great interview. Right? As well as like other more independent personalities. You know, we just did the Broadcast Wheeler interview. We love to have voices from the staircase, extra gravy. Like, we love talking to other people who do what we do or who are in the media. You know what I'm saying? So, Patricia, I'm going to make sure to tag you. I'm going to post this back up on Instagram. I'm going to be tagging you, okay? We need you on the We Love Hip Hop podcast. Let's get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Moving right along.